That's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. And the Bearcats' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take...
Breaks into the open. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's high. Turns it on at midfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
And the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today. And on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while. There he goes! The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. The give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, Dave. they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Kick is in the air. He'll try to feel the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Brewer. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Breaks free. The 20. Then some. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Hands it off. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Buys a little time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. Hunt is on its way. And they'll just down it right there. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Brewer. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Unloads quickly. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Buckeyes are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
Turning it on! Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Buckeyes with the first and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's second and 13 now. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, lose set of downs, let's go.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. They'll run for it. Quick spin on the run. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going. Really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, the inside kick. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Brewer. It's complete to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. Two wideouts either side. Back to throw. It's Brewer. Finds his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Lost a throw on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third down, he drops to throw. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The inside handoff. Pass to Sticks, still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll ride the hot hand. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To throw, it's Brewer. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Gonna run it. It's Green. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night.
Exciting new freshman to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see what? The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Brewer. He makes the grab. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. They get him stopped, but those down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Gives it on the option. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Defense in press coverage. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And the Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to... There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Trying to beat him to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
He'll do it himself. Creates a little room. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Brewer. Fires to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker.
Quarterback got it himself. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Bearcats are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, the ground game. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. To the air on second down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Using his legs to buy some time. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
Handoff to the single back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could have closed the 100-yard mark.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marked.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Here is a return from the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. Turning it on! A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Bearcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Brewer. Dumps it to the back. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense working from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. see if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Buckeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with a dub, and really, everybody staying healthy. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. A strong